So let's go ahead and take a look at Joker 2, Folie à Deux, and we'll be, how do you say it?
Joker 2, Folie à Deux.
Oh, God damn it. Isn't that what it did I not just say that?
No. You said do.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Folie à Deux.
Like, what is this surge?
Okay.
It's Serge.
Folie à Deux. All right, everybody. There's a new Joker trailer that dropped, and you can see we're dressed appropriately for that. Dressed up as all your favorite DC characters. We got only one that's appropriate is Static Shock over here. But a lot of people had different feelings about the first Joker movie. I actually love the movie, man. I actually enjoyed that movie a lot, and I'll explain that in a little while. But I was the person that said, "All right, damn it, don't try to push this too much now. That was good enough. We don't need no sequels out here." And they said, "Well, we're doing it anyway. Made $1 billion. What are you, stupid? Of course we're gonna do another movie. What are you, an idiot? Oh yeah, you are." But they do have a new Joker trailer out there. And first of all, they said, well, listen, first of all, you know this is going to be good because we didn't just call it part 2. No, we went artistic with it.
Right.
Yeah, we went our house with it.
What they call it?
Folie à Deux.
Yeah, look at that bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just Joker too.
French, that bullshit language.
Just because you have no culture doesn't mean they have to name it just Deux. Folie à Deux. This movie clearly is not for you. I turned Mexican at the end of it. But yeah, folks. So now that they have a full trailer out, because they had a teaser before. So now that this trailer out, does it change my fears about this? That's what I mostly fear. I'm not, I have nothing against studios making them money or making a sequel or 2 or 3, if it's justified. I didn't see anything in that last movie that was justified. But
I did.
You do. Oh yeah. Well, Martin hated it.
Like, hey, yeah, maybe you can make it good this time.
Yeah. Hey,
Maybe.
News for you, Martin. They did. All right. Take your hating ass on somewhere and let me enjoy what I enjoy. And I'll tell you why I enjoy it. I said it before, and I said I'm about to tell your ass again why you should respect this movie right here. But, listen, let's go ahead. Well, there you go. You got somebody that's kind of not anticipating this, they're a little...
A Joker hater.
Yeah, just a Joker.
Yeah.
He didn't know what to say. Yeah, that works.
I don't feel like arguing with you.
Hey, I agree.
What can I say to move this conversation along?
So, you have somebody here who's a little anxious about them releasing another movie. Here's a guy saying, "Yeah, maybe get it right the second time." Son of a bitch. But, did you see Joker?
I love Joker. I'm on your side. I love it. That movie I also gave it better than Sex.
How far? But yeah, folks. Well, how are you feeling about, before I play this trailer, how are you feeling about them making a second one?
Well, initially I was confident that they weren't going to make a second one because I love how the movie is. The first one's very abstract and it plays with the audience going like, is this real? What is real? And them making a second one, it's like, all right, now you got to answer some questions that I really didn't want to have answered. So I hope you got something good for it because a jukebox musical, that's already like kind of weird for me. And I like musicals.
Okay, well then let's go ahead and take a look at this. You have all these different opinions before anybody's even seen the trailer. So let's go ahead and take a look at Joker 2, Folie à Deux, and we'll be, how do you say it?
Joker 2, Folie à Deux.
Oh, God damn it. Isn't that what it did I not just say that?
No. You said do.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's like, what is this surge?
Okay.
It's Serge.
Folie à Deux.
Well, there's not.
Shut up.
He's like, okay. See, Martin, listen to you. Like, all right. you say about my first movie? Got a hater over here. That fool should have seen that coming.
Yes.
Goddamn big ass. I wasn't a gavel. That was a cartoon mallet he had in his hand. Busted at the judge upside his head. Oh man, this is going to be an interesting conversation, I think. Tell you again, I'm going to repeat this probably even when the movie comes out. The reason why I really loved the first Joker is probably for a reason a lot of people didn't like the first Joker. A lot of people complained about it, saying that Todd Phillips, who's the director, he's ripping off Martin Scorsese. And I thought that was the interesting thing with it. I thought it was like, you have these graphic novels that have different takes on superheroes and villains. And I just looked at this as, you know what, this is somebody's Martin Scorsese version of the Joker.
The taxi driver is looking for a target for the only moment in his life.
There's a lot of parallels between Travis Bickle and Arthur Fleck. He's just a more pathetic version of this character right here. But the movie, it is kind of its own version of Taxi Driver. I did not mind
And
that.
King of Comedy.
And definitely King of Comedy. Yeah, very much so. But, that's why I thought as a one-off, that works. You don't have to keep going with that. But looking at this trailer where I did not want a sequel because I didn't think they had anything for a sequel, I think that this is justified. I think the reason why is because I don't think there's a spoiler, but when we finished with the last movie, he had that Gotham burning with his influence, Arthur Fleck that is. Mm-hmm. He finally became something of a figure like he wanted to be. He became somebody. He just made more people crazy. And I think that's the reason for this film. You get to see his effects on Gotham now. What the lasting effects on Gotham, what's really happening right here. You get to see the effects not only on Gotham, but, we're talking about, we see people all the time, the wrong people getting followers, wrong people getting, getting almost cult status, and people just, anywhere from following them as leaders to falling in love with them. And I think that's really cool. That's a great angle for Harley Quinn, the Harley Quinn character, where Harley Quinn is pretty much a cartoon in everything we see her in, even the most rated R stuff. This is kind of a cool, darker, grittier, serious approach to what that character's like, and really, examining that character's psyche without having to go to like Suicide Squad levels of doing that, Mr. Joker, all that kind of stuff, which is not bad, it's great. But I think this is an interesting take on that. And I'll say this before the pass this to everybody in the room here. We just got through the conversation talking about how trailers gave away too much or give away too much. And we're lamenting the days of when that was not the case. They just show you enough to get you curious, but show you enough to where you could probably form, an opinion about what's happening. And I think that's what this trailer does, man. I don't know what the hell's going on with this. I really don't. They're not even showing they talked about this is going to be a musical. They're not even showing the musical parts here. I don't know if he'd actually knock that man upside his head. I don't know if that's a real scene or not. I don't know. I think they did just enough to like give you, to make you interested, to make you curious, to pique your interest. And outside of that, well, you got to see the movie to see what's happening next. But, whoever wants to go next, please do. Did.
I think that the fangirl angle with Harley is interesting. And I do like it. But there's moments in that trailer that make me hope, man, don't make her a figment of his imagination too. Like how they did in the first one with the love interest, how Zazie Beetz wasn't real, or she like.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I really hope not. But there's some interesting stuff in the trailer, and I do agree with you that they're not telling us exactly what's going on, but what are they going to have there to make us interested to want to know what is going to happen next? Because it can't just be them singing songs inside the insane asylum, just like just sitting next to each other, giggling the whole time. It's like I need this character to grow, and if Harley's going to be the dominant one, they need to make smart choices with that.
Well, I'm going to pass this on to anybody else here, but I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I think you're going to have figments of imagination because you're going to see there's moments that are going to be taking place in their head. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I doubt if they really have a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe there's a statement on. Yeah, maybe there's a statement on celebrity or something. You know.
And there's some interesting stuff that they subtly show in the trailer. The only thing that I noticed was that when he's watching TV in there, you can see Pepe Le Pew is on there. So maybe it's going to be like a reverse thing where, like, instead of the male is chasing after the female, it's going to be the female chasing after the man.
It could be. I mean, and I think damn, she got a predatory look on her face too. Yeah, bitch, I'm gonna get that
ass. Guards.
Yeah, you ain't laughing. But that's when you say you need to do more. I think that's where we get into the bigger story of what did he do to this city. How is his fame starting to spread? How is his insanity starting to affect other people? I mean, we see that today with with anywhere from politics to celebrity to internet fame, and I think that is something that they will probably explore a lot right here. So I think that's where you're going to get your expansion of story right here. But anyway.
Well, you know what? Something I will say is that whether I generally don't like jukebox musicals, but I do like that here in as much as I love a sequel that goes, we're not remaking the first movie. We might continue the story, but we got a completely different style. Maybe it'll be another director that is the influence here. And yeah, I like that I watched this trailer and I can't really piece together what's going on, although a lot of it does seem like figments of imagination. I love your idea that it's all Harley pursuing him. And like most of this stuff is in her head. That would really be cool.
Yeah.
You give him a taste of his own medicine.
He's afraid of her.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna do that. It's crazy ass. Ain't nobody tame his ass or settle his ass down.
No, but just for him to be like, okay, you're scaring me.
No, that would be a good flip.
Yeah. Matter of fact, she's got the city more in chaos, and he's tagging along. But like, God damn, this chick is crazy.
Yeah. No, I hear you. And see, but that's the thing with this. You had in the first movie, it was an award-winning performance. I believe Joaquin Phoenix won an Oscar.
Yep.
I'm about to say, he should have. He didn't.
Yeah, he was great in the movie. I mean, even people who didn't like the movie had to say, well, Joaquin Phoenix was amazing in the film. So it was an excellent performance. I think he will give another great performance, but I think Lady Gaga,
she's going to steal it.
I think she's going to steal it, and I think she's going to be great in this, and she's going to be the breakout performance here. So you're going to have another great performance with her in this film. And so, yeah, I little things like that are making me look forward to the film. And what little tidbits they put in there makes me think that they do have something to continue. Now,
there's a brain behind this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not just a money grab.
The only thing that makes me nervous is that the studios, I think, pushed this. They said $1 billion. Somebody better make this.
Especially DC.
Yeah.
We're struggling over here.
Todd, if you don't want to come back, we'll get somebody else up in this bitch.
Yeah.
Right? So,
hey, you guy over there pushing the broom. You want to direct the movie?
Sure. Put on this clown nose.
Yeah, I think the character was, again, you have to be somebody who likes the movie, but I think this character was interesting enough for me to where I do want to see what happens to this character later. I do want to see what this version of the Joker will continue to evolve into or devolve into.
The thing is, though, is that Joaquin Phoenix's performance in the first movie, there's a lot of moments there that is straight up lightning in a bottle. Like where they gave him, like a lot of people are torn on it, but I really love that scene, where he's doing Tai Chi in the bathroom. And that speaks a lot to that character, and that was not in the script. So there's that lightning in a bottle element that I hope they can recapture, but that is way easier said than done.
But they might. It's the same director. So if they allowed him to have moments where he can go in and maybe improvise like that, I don't see why they wouldn't do it here. So yeah, I really did not expect to be excited for this, and I'm not excited for anything these days, to be honest with you. I keep myself pretty realistic when I approach movies now. I don't know what they're going to be like. I've been disappointed by a lot of movies. I've been surprised by a lot of movies. So, I got myself. I'm not as excited I used to be about things, but I am kind of excited about this in a curious way. I am very interested to see where this will go. Hey everyone, hate to interrupt the flow of the show, but I do have to stop and give a word out to our sponsor right now. And as you can see, I've stripped down from the costume. That's because I want to be serious when I tell you about the sponsor. I love them so much. Well, at least as serious as a silly person like me could be. People even say, Corey, why don't you quit acting like a damn fool and try to learn something? Well, you know what? That's exactly what I'm doing with Masterclass. With Masterclass, you can learn from the best to become your best. And that's just for a low price of $10 a month. An annual membership with Masterclass gets you unlimited access to all these instructors right here. And oh, what instructors we have. Look at this. So I'm in the category of arts and entertainment because I love entertainment. I love movies, and I'm also an entertainer myself. But if you're into filmmaking, James Cameron, Martin Scorsese, they're out there teaching you what they know. Helen Mirren, Samuel Jackson, and just because I'm in the arts and entertainment category doesn't mean that I'm not interested in other things right here. Look at the wealth of information in these other categories that you get. I've already finished my course with Spike Lee. I loved it. I switched over to business, and now I'm taking a course with Mark Cuban, or I'm listening to his courses right here about business. You can access this on your phone, your computer, your smart TV, or even in audio mode. You know, these are videos, but I tell you what, I'm driving around in my car, and the only thing I'm listening to these days is Masterclass. I love it that much. You're gonna love the discount I'm gonna get you right here. Get an additional 15% off any annual membership at masterclass.com/toasted. Let me spell that out for you. masterclass.com/TOASTED. People, I want to thank Masterclass for sponsoring this portion of the show. And as usual, I want to thank all of you out there for your support. Now, back to the show. You know, and if nothing else, I applaud them for what I think is a well put together trailer. Because today we see so many movies that sell themselves by putting all that shit out there.
It was really interesting when we saw Mad Max, seeing the other trailer for this movie in IMAX. Like, it was like full screened IMAX. And
This movie?
Yeah.
I guess I wasn't there for that.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I was. I don't know.
No. You ended up leaving, but the whole thing was filling the screen more than the movie ended up doing it. So I'm curious how they shot this. Like, it could. This movie very well could have been shot for IMAX, and I think that'll be interesting to see.
It's funny because you wouldn't think of this movie, but I'm looking at things like this. You know, there's going to be all these wide shots of people in the streets, people going nuts. You know, chaos and fire. You know, everywhere. You know, it's things like this. So, I could see things like this or shots like this being well suited for, IMAX. So, yeah. There you go.
I wonder, with this being a second one, if they're gonna get deeper into like the Batman lore, like bring in like other.
Because one of my least favorite things was how they brought the Batman stuff into the first one.
Now that didn't bother me.
Yeah, that was so small though.
Yeah, that didn't bother me.
Actually, you just railed against the cameos, and they kind of cameoed it up.
No, because that wasn't a walk on. Like, hey, look, that was part of the story. There was something there that Arthur Fleck reacted to. He was part of Bruce Wayne's father's story. You know, that I don't. For me, that's not the same as like.
Well, the thing with little Bruce.
Well, I mean, again, that's
a small part to me.
And again, that's for me. That was Bruce Wayne. I mean, that was what's his father's name?
Thomas.
Thomas Wayne's son. You know, I think it would be remiss not to put Bruce Wayne in there. And I thought they did it in a clever way. You know, it also added to the mood of that character. That character's very creepy, and to put him up against this kid, and that made things even feel more awkward. I think that was a story thing, not like what they do in a lot of superhero movies today, where it's kind of like, ha, recognize me, and so, yeah.
That and the pearls hitting the ground, I was just like,
now that I'm tired of. We've seen them pearls.
It's like, guys, you had your own thing going here. That you didn't need to do that.
Them pearls.
Thomas Wayne, I get it, but not Bruce and the pearls.
God damn it, I'll take the family and all that, but them pearls, I'm tired of. We done seen them pearls rolling on that damn alley so many times. I'm like, God damn, get a different chain or
Get a dookie chain.
Yeah, something. Shit, get something that they can't yank that shit off you, man.
Just stop leaving the house wearing that.
Yeah. Just dress down. Dress some shit people don't want.
Yeah, Martha, why'd you wear pearls to go to the movies?
Yeah, Jesus. I can understand back in the day, but this is recent. This shit, you had that shit coming. You brought that on yourself. Your mama deserved to die.
Yeah, I'm really hoping.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm really hoping that they will deviate more and move in their own direction away from Batman, because I don't even associate this with the Joker that we're all used to. This is a very different.
Well, obviously it's not. I mean, it's not that. No, it's
Yeah.
like I said, it's like a graphic novel where they've taken a completely different take on this character, and they did it because it's not part of the big timeline. That's what I appreciate about this.
Elseworld.
Yeah. I love that somebody made a Martin Scorsese Joker. I thought that was very interesting. But I agree. I don't need any sort of connection to Batman in this. I agree with y'all completely on that.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say in that. Like, I'm talking like other villains. Like maybe like Penguin, maybe something like that.
Harley Quinn's enough.
Okay.
They say, now I would not be surprised. Somebody said this, looking at there's some court scenes here. It would be appropriate if Harvey Dent was in there.
Okay,
I mean, because that makes
Harvey
sense.
Dent, yeah.
Harvey Dent would make sense to have in there because of court scenes.
But if Harvey Dent shows up, I don't want him like his face, half his
He
face.
ain't gonna be-
I
he ain't coming to
don't
court.
want that shit yet.
Look, it's bad enough they let this fool come up in court with this makeup on. Yeah. I'm like, who the let this fool up here on his makeup?
And we didn't mention one of my favorite actors of all time is in this movie, Donald Gleason, as that security guard.
Oh, that's Donald Gleason?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it is him. Yeah, you can pull him up. That's him.
Oh, wait, go back.
Let me see here. So now you saying this because you read this? Or you?
No, I recognized him and I heard his voice. It's him. Yeah, and he's a really great actor.
Wait, you mean Brendan Gleeson?
Brendan Gleeson.
Yeah, you mean Brendan Gleeson. Yeah, I think that's him.
Yeah. He's always
Oh, yeah. No, he
giving
always-
great performance.
Who'd you say, Donald Gleason?
That's his son.
Yeah, Brendan Gleeson. Yeah, I'm sorry I doubted you, sir.
No,
that is him.
please keep doing it.
Okay,
It's for
all
the
right.
best.
Hey, well, listen, we're just fact checking each other.
No, yeah. But,
don't you do that shit to me, though. No.
Y'all Deadpool Wolverine for real.
Hey, you're right.
I know he wishes I would shut up. Give it to me, then.
But that seems like the character who's going to be grounded. And if you're going to have an actor play a character who is supposed to be in the world of reality, that is a amazing choice.
No, he's a great actor.
Yeah.
This is from Collider. This legendary Batman villain will appear in Joker, Folie à Deux. And they're talking about Harvey Dent. Harvey Dent is confirmed to appear in the Joker sequel, possibly as district attorney, or a district attorney, which again would make sense. So there you go.
We laughed at Julie.
I did not. I didn't laugh at him.
All right, I laughed.
That was you. That's how'd you put that on. This is being recorded, y'all.
The thing that'll be annoying is if, some guy comes in shivering. He's like, oh, my wife is sick and I got her on ice. Maybe you could help me
They ain't
with
gonna
this.
do that shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't want that.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't do that. They ain't gonna do that. Oh,
You see?
stop hating. Stop hating.
Yeah, the coroner's going to walk in a blue robe. Ice to see you.
Stay cool. I like the way my master did that. Stay cool. All right, y'all. Anyway, wow, that is very sexual. I'm like a sex doll right now.
Yeah, you look like that popcorn bucket.
I better stop when you mount me, man. Well, you made it to the end of the video. That must mean you really like what we do. So if you do, check out these other videos just like this one. Check out our other YouTube channels and subscribe to join our wonderful Toasty community. And as always, stay toasty.